Hello everybody, welcome to Instantgo Tarot Odyssey. I have to tell you, today is so magnetic with energy. If you go on to my Instagram page at Sparkrist11, check my latest post. My dining room light, first it started in my son's room, his light started twinkling, 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 going on and off, and then I went out in my dining room light started going mental like a strobe light, and it's a normal, regular light. So I feel like there's all this wonderful energy and magic all around. And this week, I'm just going to do some quick, lovely messages that I'm just filming myself, and Winter's going to lay all over everything because Ian's very busy. And sometimes when we get all the big, heavy equipment out, it gets very like production level. And I just want to relay these great messages that I feel are coming through. And I have some good news too. I have Colette Baron Reed's new a goddess deck arriving today, so I'm going to do a review at the end of my next video. I've been wanting those. I actually put it off for a week or two so I could like build up the anticipation of getting them. So we're going to start with a four card spread, and of course I'm going to read what each one of these says so it can help you in your choosing process. And we are going to start with the Bone Collector as number 1, Deep Freeze as number 2, Metamorphosis as number 3, and Magical Map Shifter as number 4. So Bone Collector says you are whole and have everything you need within. So when the Bone Collector appears, it's pretty much asking you to look closely at your circumstances and see if you're fully present or if you're acting out of past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever we're wounded, especially when we're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from us. We adapt and accept a particular version of the truth that then sets us up to behave a certain way in the future when faced with a situation that reminds us of the original event. So what we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by a perception or limitation. Absolutely, right? So number 2 for the Deep Freeze, let's see what's going on there. Winter's trying to lay on that. She's like, you know what, I should just lay on this. The Deep Freeze is saying, everything has its season. Now is the time to put activity on hold while you rest. Like today, for instance, I literally just took all these cat naps. My energy is really great. I'm so relaxed and calm. That's one of the reasons I wanted to do this reading. So the cold winter beckons you to slow down and put a freeze on things that are not ready to bloom, right? It's time for the regeneration and hibernation. Forgo ambitious activity. A pregnant pause allows ideas to gestate. It projects to shift and change, and relationships to go through a dreamy state of being, not going anywhere and not needing to. I love that. I mean, I have days like that where I am fully content to just stay in my home, look at my cards, sing, listen to music, all that stuff. So let's see what's going on for Metamorphosis. This says you are in the process of deep and beautiful change. Butterflies earn their wings through great effort. The process of change is often painful, for it is never without losses and sacrifices. If you are to transform from one form to another, a part of you needs to die. So letting go isn't easy, especially when you're used to thinking a certain way about your life and how you live it. So just like a snake sheds its dead skin, a caterpillar dies so a butterfly can be born. You're required to release your old ideas and embrace a necessary change so you can live your best life. 100%. We have to sometimes just say, listen, it's all about evolving, right? If we're just doing the same things over and over, we're pretty much just on a treadmill, right? And we're not achieving any new, wonderful discoveries about ourselves, right? And sometimes it takes that difficulty or that hardship to really see the strength that we have and embrace that, because you know we can blow our own minds with some of our abilities when we try. Oh, who cares? I'm not going to be all it has to be perfect. Who cares? So Magical Map Shifter, now number 4, is when the Magical Map Shifter card arrives, it comes with a mission. It lets us know too that Spirit orchestrates everyone's destiny. When we remember that, we don't have to hang on so tightly for control, right? We just release and allow, and it makes our lives much easier and simplified. So perhaps you may meet a soulmate whose presence invites you to be your best you that you can be, or someone leads you out of a difficulty and into a place of safety and success. Pay attention to those individuals who cross your path today and cause you to reflect on your journey. Be awake and aware, and you'll recognize them for the important change agents they are. Your whole perspective about who you are and why you're here will shift. The Magical Map Shifter always initiates you to a better version of yourself. And part of the reason I felt so inclined to make this video was I was watching a tremendous reader this morning, and I absolutely adore him. And I'll give you his name in a moment. It'll come to me. Whenever I try to remember names while I'm channeling, it's impossible, so I'm not even going to try. So I'll let you make your choice for a minute. And I'm looking up his name right now because I'd really like for you guys to go see him. I don't believe that there is a more gentler reader. Got it. His name is Nicholas Ashbaugh. It's Ashbaugh. Nicholas Ashbaugh. And he is so soulful, and he speaks in such a way that it's like you'll get like tingles all over your body, because he recognizes our vulnerabilities, our ego's voice at times, our soulful mission that we reconnect to. And he's one of my favorite readers when it comes to just grounding out. And I try to listen to him first thing in the morning. And I tell you what, to his voice is like honey. It's just so relaxing. So if you get a chance, go check out. He's just done the March readings, and he's beautiful. Okay, so if you chose number 1, the Bone Collector, here's some of our messages. I'm just going to channel them as they come through, because I really have been discovering some unique aspects of myself recently that I didn't know were there. Like, I was never one who could feel like they were missing out on something. I was like, oh, I have to do this, I have to be there, I have to do that. I'd make some kind of decisive decision and then go for it. And I thought it had to have a lot of people in it, but I'm happy as a clam to stay home and do my work and do my research. And I really, really enjoy it. Information can really keep you company in a nice way. So let's see what's going on. So one of your messages is Stag Spirit, take the lead. So it's about not being afraid and just really stepping into your power and realizing that you can trust your decisions right now, that you're going to be able to formulate a plan, follow it through. You don't have to second guess yourself, because that's one of our biggest difficulties these days, is we tend to go, well, what if I do this? We just really go nuts. So whether or not you've set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called to step up. You might have to. So Stag Spirit just reminds us now is the time to heed that call, to be sure, strong, and compassionate, because that's a really powerful aspect of it, is being compassionate, because some people, they're prideful and they don't like to be led, but they could be making a mess of things right now because their ego could be in the way. So this is a way that you can help them for sure. And here's another message. So Bast right now is about independence, the goddess Bast. Your independence is a foundation for your strength and success. So yeah, when you have a singular vision, and you have to set it to be a task, just do it. Just start working, right? People that have good leadership habits, they live out of their comfort zone, right? They have a positive aspect. They connect, they care, and they communicate. And they definitely walk their talk. So that's going to be you in March. That's going to be part of your magic. You're just going to be on this wonderful, strong mission where you don't have to comply with anybody else's wishes. You got this. So that's you guys. That's your messages. These are just going to be fast and fun. So now we're on to Deep Freeze. Let's see what's going on for your message, for your animal. And I want to use some Colette stuff. Oh, I love this. Open to the infinite possibilities. Now, I always feel that when we wake up, the world is full of magic things, right? And it's just patiently waiting for our senses to grow sharper, for us to really look at them and really hone in. I feel that this particular group, for sure, you're having some kind of restructuring, like any old fractured relationships you're now either discarding because they're of no use to you and they really don't serve your higher purpose because there might have been lower vibrations, and or if they're meaningful to you, you're going to try some reparation through, apologies, through certain things. You're going to assess it first and just realize, maybe there has to be a little loss and bereavement period, but if it doesn't serve you and it's taking up your mental forces, then you can release it. I feel like you're really stepping into a major personal power right now. You're going to have boldness and originality in what you're doing, and you're going to have a release of aggression. I feel like in the past you had a few people around you that brought out an aggressive side of you, sort of like you felt defensive. You're going to release that completely because you realize, you know what, why are you wasting your time trying to defend yourself when you're just trying to be your best, purest, most original self? people that that you feel like you have to defend yourself or explain yourself to, you're just going to release, because it's not something you need to do. You don't need to overextend your energy to try to fit these people into your new course, which is lighter, brighter, and really a lot more powerful. You're going to be really disciplined in this too, and proud of yourself, which is fantastic. So here's part of your message too from Siege is quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate, because that's part of the power of acceleration can breed aggression and hypertension, because there's too many people, as we know, absorb our energy, take our energy, we're giving of it, or it bounces off us, and there's just too much going on. So what you need to do, instead of all this quick action to get this acclaim and triumph, is to sit back and achieve it in your own mind. And that's how it's going to come to you, because again, you're going to have a great original creative force that comes out of you, and you're going to, but it's really cool because it comes from goodwill and like innocence. It's just this thing that you have that it's very dynamic, and you want to bring it forth, and it's going to come up right now, and it's going to be super well received, and you're going to have excellent like flexibility in the next coming months. Like you're like, sure, I'll try that, and you take exactly what you need. You cherry pick all these beautiful opportunities because they're coming to you, because you've had this quiet time to reflect what you really want, right? Discarded what you didn't and took what you wanted. So that's you guys. Beautiful. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and again, feel free to watch all of these. They're fast, and they're each less than 5 minutes, and I feel like there might be a message in each one for you, a component for you in each one. So yeah, and all my links are down below if you need any information, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to let you know when all my new videos come in. Okay, so yeah, everything's down below too, under the gray arrow, if you want to check stuff out. So now we're on to metamorphosis. So let's see what I feel like people are undergoing massive change. Instead of just wishful thinking, they're just doing it. They're like, you know what? I'm tired of this extra 5-10 pounds that I don't really need to carry around. And I feel better when I exercise and move. So I'm going to do little baby steps. I'm just going to go for a walk in my neighborhood. And it's going to be nature that I feel this group is more attracted to. You're around trees and flowers come March, and it's just the fact that you can be back outside, and it's warm and it's enveloping, and the sun is definitely, I feel like this is a springtime group too, and that you just come alive. So Seahorse Spirit is about watch and wait. I love this because this is about dialing down a little bit so you can be more appreciative of what's around you, because you've taken it down a gear and you're just watching and waiting. This group, a lot of soulmates is coming in this group. So by just assessing where you are now and knowing your rewards for all your hard work and the things you put down are coming your way, you have a powerfulness about you, because you don't feel like you have to go out and achieve and do. It's all about just allowing and sitting back. And this is also going to happen in social groups for you too, where you're going to have the upper hand and have really good friendships, because you are sitting back and observing, what are people in this group really contributing, and do I need to also contribute? Am I getting anything out of these conversations, or are they just, lyrical and fluffy or materialistic? And it depends. What does your body and your energy feel like when you're with these groups? And you're really going to do an assessment, and you're going to have a sense of freedom when you let go of the people, places, and things that don't really comply with your new truths. And you're going to take quick action in this. You're just going to draw a conclusion and be like, peace out, or you're my tribe. That's how it's going to be. Because you don't need any more burdens or struggles. You're completely releasing them and stepping into like a beautiful format of joy and peace, and also getting on really well with your family. I feel like there were some struggles over the winter and Christmas where there were some fractures and people weren't maybe getting along so well. You have some alphas in your family that want their own way, or they thrust their opinions on you and you don't really care to hear them. But now you don't really care about somebody trying to be an alpha, about having and not having, because you feel like you're full in your resources. You've done your due diligence. You have the knowledge that you need by just watching and waiting and taking it easy, right? Which is very important. I love that. So let's see what another message is for you. Oh, nice. So Isis, past life. The situation involves your past life memories. So I feel like in the next couple of months too, in this March Magic that's coming up, because I feel like doors are opening everywhere. It is the age of Aquarius 2019, where people are moving up to the definitely going up into the 5D. They're starting to understand that we are all just beautiful connected energy. And it's like, and I don't like to say like we're living in a matrix, but I feel like that at times, because I feel like I can conduct how my day goes almost down to every last little neuron when I really try to, you know what I mean? I can get my animals to behave when I want to because I connect into that energy, things like that. And I don't have a farm, by the way. I know sometimes by the way I speak, it must sound like I have a farm with peacocks and all this crazy stuff. But this is about you just going, you're going to have it through dreams, and you're definitely going to be having massive vivid dreams and uncanny amount of synchronicities when it comes to numbers 1111, 222s, all these things. And it is because situations that are coming up for you are going to have been part of your past life memories as well. So you're going to know how to do things and have these latent cool skill sets too that you didn't know you had, because they were something that were part of your process in a past life, which is really cool. I don't know, it might be a sport, it might be throwing something, archery, something cool like that, horseback riding where you just take to it beautifully, something like that. So that's your message, is beautiful, you guys. So if you're new to the channel, welcome, and don't forget to press like and subscribe. And if you hit the little gray arrow, that'll bring you to all my links, to my Instago, to my private reads, to my Etsy store. Actually, this necklace everyone's going crazy for, I just posted in the Etsy store. I love it. Okay, so that is, you guys, beautiful, beautiful energy for you. I love that. And it's really happening a lot for me right now too, that particular dream state of past life things, really, really vivid. So let's see what's going on with the magical shapeshifter. First, we will do this card for you. Isolt, undying love. The love that you have shared is eternal regardless of the situation. And that's from, you know, the famous Tristan and Isolt, where they were star-crossed lovers and it was never going to end well. But it was so beautiful. Like, I love that story so much. If you can ever watch that film, look up Tristan and Isolt. It's very, very beautiful. So the love that you shared, this is for people I definitely feel that are coming into contact with their twin flames and soulmates in March, April, May. So many people have their spring loves coming back in, and it's going to really resonate throughout you how you feel. You're going to have these like bouts of giddiness and joy and a little bit of self-interest where you're trying to really take care of yourself, what you look like, your health. You're just reaching for better foods. You're caring about your appearance when you leave the house. And another thing, you're experiencing exploration of things that you hadn't before. Like, you want to garner knowledge in different areas like you may not have cared. It could be esoteric, dreaming, horoscopes. You want to know about retrogrades, things like that, that you really had some knowledge of but you weren't sure about, but now you're really interested. And part of that is because it's in conjunction with your connection to this soulmate and or twin flame that you really want to get the right conclusions, and you want to have perseverance and stamina to not second guess yourself and to keep going on the path that you're on and really care for yourself, because you feel good when you do that. Again, due diligence, you're writing down, you're journaling, and if you're not, you should really start that envisionment process where, you know, people, places, and things where you want to be when you reconnect with them, what you'll be wearing, how they speak, all the little nuances about them, you know, like all the little things that make people people, right? I feel like you're also going to go under a nice new phase of affluence, and it's going to have some permanence. The money that's coming in is going to stay with you instead of being released, because I feel like a lot of you had money struggles over the winter. You just felt like it was paycheck to paycheck, and it was very aggravating because it's hard to have a non-lack mentality when you feel like you're always in lack, right? Where you're like, yeah, sure, I want to dream of abundance and write of abundance and this and that, but it's hard when you're just like, if you have this, then you can't have that. But you really have to take your focus off that, because I have to say, I have been there and done that. And when I've had a work that's really backbreaking stuff in restaurants and stuff like that, I would get so disheartened because my paychecks a lot of times would be spent before I even got them on certain bills, and I would just be like, when is it? You know, and it's hard not to swim in that pool, but you're going to release that, and you really do have lovely monetary rewards coming because you're traveling in the right direction, and you have this, the rabbit spirit. Now is a lucky time for you. March is so funny, like St. Patrick's Day, they always laugh about leprechauns and all that. I believe in so much Irish folklore, it's not even funny. I do believe that March is a super magic time. It's the freshness of spring, and people really do, like in my building that I used to work at, I loved when all of a sudden the ladies would all come out in their yellow dresses and their pink dresses, and they looked so happy, and they were glowing, and their makeup changed from, you know, neutrals to beautiful light blues and silvers and pinks, and everybody, it's a joyful season. The sun is coming out. We're going from this over here to that over there. We're stepping into the light, happiness, sunshine. You know, Easter is coming upon us, all those things. You're going to feel really a sense of triumph that you made it through the winter. I'm serious, because I don't feel like you you love it. I feel like winter can come with hassles of digging out, the coldness, all of those things, isolation. But now, again, your creativity is going to come out and start flowing due to spring too. I feel like you're a beautiful little spring chicken and you love it. Any blocked emotions are just going to open up. You're not avoiding anything that you need to face, which means you're going to have a beautiful clear canvas. You know what I mean? You're just going to be, everything is going to be transparent. You're telling and hearing the truths that you should. So there's nothing to hide, and you just feel like you can do whatever you set your heart on, which is great because you feel that inner power. No more weariness. That's a thing of the past. You really feel a really strong sense of confidence and flexibility, which is beautiful. So that's you guys. Amazing energy. I love that for you. Yeah, you're just going to hop right into this lucky Peter Cottontail trail and go for it. So love and light to you. If you're new to the channel, thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to press like and subscribe if you like this video, and also hit the little notification bell so you know when all the new videos come up. And if you hit the gray arrow at the bottom, it'll bring you to all my links below, to my all my private reads, my Instantgo, which is a great service where I can get back to you within 20 minutes, and yeah, it just beeps off my phone if I'm not driving. And everything, my Etsy store with all the beautiful jewelry down there. Everybody's been going nuts for this necklace, so I wanted to post it. It's also in my store right there. This is so much lighter than you'd think, and it goes almost to mid-navel, and it looks ridiculous. It looks hella cool. In fact, I'm wearing it my last live read if you want to go check it out. It's so, so cool. So you guys get out there with this strong, beautiful, emotional force of love that you have. You're going to be highly attractive. March, I just feel like, is just a whirling dervish of passion and great sentiment. Well, that's what the cat has to say too. So peace out.